As of now, we have clearly discussed about use state and use effect and React hooks and everything in a clear way and with a clear understanding. Like we have given you code with the comments and everything, and I explained you the flow and everything and all. Now we are going to discuss about event handling in React.js. What is event handling? How it is going to be managed in React.js and all. So let me explain you what is meant by what event handling. Then we'll go with the implementation part. Event handling. What is meant by event handling? Like event handling in React refers to the process of event handling in React refers to the process of responding to the user interactions or responding to user interactions like clicking buttons, typing in input fields, like typing in input fields, uh, submitting forms, etc. Okay, like I can say like React handles event similarly event similarly to HTML, but uses camel case syntax, uses camel case syntax and passes functions directly instead of strings. Like event handling in React refers to the process of responding to the user interactions. Like whenever we click on any button, or whenever we are typing, or whenever we are filling any details in a form like name, gender, like this and all, it is going to respond to the user actions and submit whenever after filling the form, whenever we click on any submit or register or any button, like submitting the forms. Like this is going to be handled by the event handling concept, like it, and React handles event similarly HTML, but uses camel case syntax and passes functions directly instead of strings. Clear? Next, like how it is going to be handled and the syntax, everything and all will check in the code directly, no issue. I can say the key concepts, like I can say the concepts included in React handling is nothing but I can say like this concepts in React event handling. React event handling. I can say event binding. I can say event binding. Event binding is nothing but I can event binding is nothing but wait a second. Event binding. You bind events. You bind events like onClick, onChange, onSubmit, etc. to JS6 elements. To JS6 elements. Use function. I can say use arrow functions, like, or else you can also say arrow functions directly. Use arrow functions. Like I can say it's preferable. Uh, I can say in brackets preferable. Right? You can also write any functions, but arrow functions are preferable more. Okay, arrow functions preferable, like to handle these events. To handle these events. Next thing, event. Okay, event synthetic. Like I can say synthetic event. I can say synthetic event. What is meant by synthetic event? React wraps native events in its native events in its own synthetic event. Synthetic event to ensure consistency across the browsers. Next, accessing the event data. Accessing the event data. How to access the event data? Handlers handlers receive the handler receive the event object automatically. Handler receive the event object automatically, which can be used to access input values via via event dot target dot via event dot target dot value. Okay, event dot target dot value. I can say like in every state demos, like I can say I will explain you in clear by using some implementation part. How can you implement this event binding, synthetic events, and accessing the event data? How we are going to access the data, we're going to show you in this form. Okay, so let us all try to go to implementation part and let us all dive into this concept. But by the end of the session, everyone has to like understand this concept very clearly and has to implement this part. Clear, everyone? So let me open my IDE. So as of now, we done components, context, conditional rendering, hooks demo, prop, state demo, done everything. But let me continue now. A new concept, event handling. Do create one new folder under SRC as event handling. Under event handling, please do create event demo one or event demo one. Okay. Event demo one. Clear, everyone? Event demo one. Let me wait a few seconds. Let me wait a few seconds. Okay. Let me start now. Let me use RFC. Okay. Wait a second. Okay, we'll clear. We'll remove this error. No issue. So meanwhile, let me complete my code. No issue. So I want to complete event demo one now. So how to use everything and all use state, I clearly explained in previous session. So let me go to constant name comma set name. You all know about I can say simply use state. Let me use use state now. Let me use state. Done. So next concept. So I'm using use state as of now. I use a name and set name. So I want to display name and all. So initially my name is empty. Initially my name is empty. Done. So next. Meanwhile, I need to write everything. So let me write one basic heading. Uh, event handling demo one. Event handling demo one. Done. I can say some input field. Like I can give you a name and like I can say enter name, enter name. I can say some like some input field, input, uh, type is equal to text, type is equal to text, value is equal to, my name has to save in name. My name has to save like I can say trigger, like the value should be name. Okay, the value should be name. Done. Next, next, next. Whenever I can say when like the name will be stored in the name, but whenever the name when the name should be saved in name, so we need to set the name before adding the value to the name variable. So meanwhile, right, let me write one function here. So let me write one function here. uh, I can see the function why I'm using this function. I'll actually explain. Constant uh, display name, constant display name is equal to double click one parameters arrow function open. Done. Done. As of now is very much clear. So I need to pass any parameter like e or event or anything. Okay. So I want to pass e. But it's like before in theoretical explanation, I have clearly used what I use in clearly. I clearly use like see event dot target dot value. Event dot target dot value. Instead of event, you can also use e. You can also use any alphabet. Nothing will happen. So for better understanding, I can say e dot like I can say I will pass the parameter as like argument as the e. Next use. So we need to set the name. We need to set the name. So set name of e dot e dot target dot e dot target dot value. Okay, e dot target dot value. Clear everyone? So I can say you can also use event also, no issue. You can copy this event. You can use any name. You can use any name, no issue. Clear everyone? Next. Uh, what's next? So we need to trigger the value. Okay, we need to trigger the value. So why I written that display function? Because this function is I written is like function. I can say this is a function to update. I can say this is a function to update the name, update the name as the user types, as the user types. Okay. I have already clearly told you why I use a use state. Let me write that thing also. Use state hook to store input value. Clear input value. Next. Why I written event dot target dot value? Event dot target dot value gets the current value, gets current input value. Whenever in the input box, whenever I'm writing some demo, that demo will be stored in the set name. So whenever I click on that button, that name which I entered in the text box in that field, it is going to assign to the that particular name, like current input value. Done. Okay. So meanwhile, let me use thing like whenever I can say let me execute this thing and I will show you. Wait a second. So meanwhile, let me go back to my app.jsx. Wait a second. Let me go back to my app.jsx. Done. Event demo 1. So let me show you the execution part. npm run dev. See, all these are the uh, concepts which I discussed in previous sessions and all. No issue. If you want to remove, just remove from app.jsx all. Comment all these things. You won't receive all these things. Okay. No issue. So what it is asking me to enter? It is asking me to enter some names. So but I'm entering the name, but it is not triggering my value. See, I'm entering the name, but it is not triggering my value. So I wanna show, I need to I want to display something. So I need to add something to needs to take my text in as input field. Clear everyone? So let me show you, and please wait a second. Uh, Next, what I need to do now is before name, before name, I can say on change, on change, on change display name, on change display name. So no need to refresh and everything and also come back to here. Please type whatever you need, whatever you need. Okay, done everyone? Done? Wait a second. So I will write one line here. Wait a second. Uh, I can say my name is name. Okay, my name is name. So meanwhile, let me it is coming like this. Let me use one break statement here. Be awesome. So my name is done. Let me use this thing. If you want to use bold, you can also use bold. Done. So my name is okay. See, whenever I'm entering any name, it is going to trigger my value. Okay, like these things. I can say a demo event handling. Whenever you enter, whatever you enter, it is also directly going to trigger the values. So whenever whatever you enter, it is directly taking the input from the text box and it is directly saving into the name thing. Clear everyone? Clear? Like this is the concept of event handling, how it is going to trigger the value. So I initialized one normal hook like use state with an empty double string, like an empty string, and I have written one function. In that function, I have used event as my property name. I can say an argument. So whenever a user types the name in the input field, whenever the user types the name in the input field, it has to trigger the value. Whatever the user is typing in that input field or his text box, it has to trigger the value. So it has to trigger the value and store the value in the name. It has to store the value in the name. So event.target.value triggers the input value, triggers the input value and stores that value in the name. Okay, so I'm displaying my name in between. My name is clear. Yeah. This is a concept of this is the concept, but we'll discuss more and more on event handling. Okay, wait a second. So let me remove unwanted. Okay, so as of now we completed event handling demo one. So let me concentrate on event we'll complete some more concepts and some more demos and all. So right click on event handling and do create one new file, event demo dot to dot jsx. Next. So let me use again RFC. Let me remove this unwanted. I don't want to see that red lines. So done. So let me use again same code constant name comma set name is equal to use state of double quotes null. I already clearly told you what is the use of use state hook to like to manage the name input. Use state to manage the name input. Clear? To manage the name input. Done. I can say use state hook. Sorry, use state hook. Done. So Let me take the previous code only, like, because no need to waste our time. Display name. I can change the function name, don't worry. Instead of display name, let me use input name. Input. Or else, okay, be like display name only. No, nothing will happen. Okay. So event dot target dot value, same. My name is going to display like this. So let me write one another function also. Let me write one another function also. What is my concept and all? I will show you the what's my concept. Constant display, constant display, uh, empty arguments, open arrow function, open arrow function, done. Next, like I can say, if the name is empty, if the name is empty, we should send some alerts and all. Okay. If the name is empty, if like I can say, let me show you. See, I didn't add any button here in previous input, but what I want to say is like whenever we try to write any name or else without typing any name, whenever we click on submit, we need to send some alerts and all. Please enter any name because you didn't enter any name. Without even entering the name, you're clicking on submit button. So like this, we need to send some errors or alerts and all. So let me show that how to do. Uh, if if name dot length double equal to 0, if name dot length means name dot length is double equal to 0, then let me send one alert. Alert, please enter your name. Okay, I can say please enter your name before clicking on submit. Before clicking on submit button. Clear? So next. Okay. Document dot document dot what why I'm writing this line? Document dot get element by ID. Get element by ID. I can say name. Why I used this line? We need to use dot focus also. I will write one comment also why I'm using comment. Focus on input field. Focus on input field, like highlighting that input field. Okay, highlighting that input field with the border line. Okay, with the border line. Next, or else if the name is existed already, we'll send that name. Okay, if the name is there, we'll send the name. Alert of name, done. Okay, so come back here. uh Please wait a second. Event handling demo 2. Let me copy this line. Event handling demo 2 done. Event handling demo 2 done. Uh, like let me like I can say we can also complete this thing, but before moving to some advanced concept, first let me check this input field is working or not correctly. So let me take something like I will show you one thing. Wait a second then. Let me copy the same line, paste it here. Name, display name, done. Nothing is changed. So I will show you some errors. Okay. Between the errors, we'll learn the coding and all. Okay. So as of now, this was not included in app.jsx, right? So let me use in app.jsx event demo 2 slash done. Why we are having error in this thing? Nothing errors, done. So let me show you one thing in the demo. See, and event handling demo 2 is perfect, done. Is it triggering my value? Yes, it's triggering my value, done. Okay. Next, what I need to do now is like enter. I want to show you some button. Okay, button. I can say I will provide some button on click is equal to display. onClick is equal to display. Meanwhile, let me close this button. I will show this button. I will name this button as a display button. Display button. It's something like, see, enter name, and I displayed one name here. See, so whenever like, why it is applying display here? It is applying some CSS by defaultly. Sorry, I have used something for the CSS purpose, so it is displaying like this, no issue. But focus only on the uh, uh, concept. Okay, don't focus on CSS and all. So enter name. So whenever if I forgot to enter any name here without even giving the name in the input field, whenever I click on display button, it is what it is doing. Please enter your name. Or it is giving me some alert message. So we need to enter something. See, if you observe, so whenever I click on display button without even giving any name, it is giving me the alert. Okay, fine, but it is not highlighting the text area. See, text box. The only one thing I forgot is I have added successfully here for the focus, but I forgot here, like, to which for which field I need to send some, like, I need to focus. So it is asking me to mention here ID is equal to name. ID is equal to name. So come back here. Come back here. Click on OK again. So click on display again. So whenever you click on OK, it is highlighting the text box. See, whenever I click on the OK button, it is highlighting this text box in a bold black color. See, it is highlighting the text box in a bold black color. So it is indicating you. So that color's border has been vanished. So whenever I click on display and click on OK, it is highlighting the text box. Clear, everyone? Clear? I can say we can also use instead of using uh, document dot get element by ID, we can also use useref. I think. Let me think once. Let me use useref of name. Okay, it is a function, right? So, okay, we'll go with the document.get element by ID name focus. Okay, done. So let me give any name. Let me give any name. So display. So whenever I give any name and click on display, it is displaying my name correctly. Clear, done as of now. But I will add some more buttons: uppercase button, lowercase button. Uh, Let me check the count of the name, like how much length of the name of the characters are there. Let me check those also. Okay, so let me complete the remaining code also for your better understanding. So we understand the things. Log next, let me write another function, constant lower case. Constant lower case is equal to empty braces, arrow function. Done. Arrow function done. If name dot length double equal to 0, if name dot length double equal to 0, it means we are not allowed to change anything. So let me use same message. Let me use same message. Okay. Okay. So if name is there, if name is there, if name is there, else I can say I can name dot to lowercase. Name dot to lowercase. Name dot to lowercase. Same like that. Please copy the code and write for the uppercase also. Like remove lower and maintain upper. Done. Instead of to lower to uppercase. Done. Okay. Let me add two more buttons. Okay. Let me add two more buttons. Like meanwhile, before adding the buttons and all, let me add one more function to check the length of the name. To check the length of the name. So constant check length is equal to double quotes arrow function. Done. So let me write same. Let me check the name. If name is there, okay, fine. If name is not there, send him the alert. Okay. Whenever we click on any button, we are focusing on the length. Okay. So remove this thing. I can say, uh, instead of like this, let me use backtick. I've explained in previous sessions what is meant by backtick and all. Name length is equal to dollar curly brace name dot length. Name dot length. Clear everyone? Clear. So let me use three buttons now. So let me use three buttons. Copy this button. Done. First, let me provide to let me lowercase uh, lowercase done. Let me use button uppercase uppercase check length. Okay, how it is looking like? See, if you click on display, you'll get an error. If you click on lowercase, it will show you the error. Okay. What we need to do? Okay. What we need to do here? Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So whenever I click on lowercase, everything is going to change in lowercase. Okay, fine. Whenever I click on uppercase, it is going to display my name in uppercase. So whenever I click on length, the total length is going to be displayed there, 20. Whenever I click on display, it is going to be display my name as usual. Done. In this way, we can uh, handle this input handling and all. We can manage our input like anything. Clear, everyone? Clear? Like I can say something like what we understand. We added some buttons and all, some based on actions like displaying, converting, analyzing the input and output, and like based on the buttons only, we are user actions only, we are performing all these things, displaying, converting the name from lowercase to uppercase, and checking the length and all. Clear? This is a base example. So meanwhile, what's error is persisting. Sorry. Done. Clear code.